Hey there, we're back. All right, now we kind of quickly ran through this at the end of the last video, but I want to go over it some more in great detail because Excel is going to be used by face-to-face and online students for creating graphs and tables like this. I know several of you, including my students, are required to recreate everything that I do in these videos and then email them to me as an assignment, and your instructor might require that too. So let's go over this in fine detail, shall we? All right, first of all, hopefully you understood the cell referencing thing. So this is column B, this is row 2, so it's B2. And notice they color code it in blue for you, and it's blue up here in the formula bar. And then B8 is down here, which is the 60, right? So it's column B, row 8. So you press enter, and there you go. Now I know you could type 10 over 60, or you could just type 0.166 because you could find it with a calculator. But if you're my student, you're going to be having to use cell references a lot anyway, and it's a good habit to get into for a variety of reasons. Most instructors probably would require it to be done with cell referencing. So, all right, now let me show you what happens. So I pressed enter, and I'm going to go back up so that that cell is highlighted, right? And then I'm going to move my cursor to the bottom right corner so it turns into a little plus sign. I'm going to click on my left mouse button. I'm going to drag it down. Now there's going to be a mistake in this, I know that, but that's okay. And it's freaking out. Look at that. What the heck? All right, so what happens when you move the cell down is it moves the references down with you. So this was B2 and B8. The next one is B3 and B9, see? And the next one is B4 and B10, right? Moved them 2 down. Well, we really don't want that. I mean, we want the one number to change, the blue number, if you will. We want the 10 to go to a 12 to go to a 7, right? But we want that 60 to stay the same no matter what, because it's always 60 for the total. So what you can do is you can give the green guy dollar signs. You make it $B, $8. And if you're wondering how I did that quickly, I pressed the button F4. You don't have to. You can just press $B, $8, but if you want to get fast, F4 is a great thing. Then I press enter. Nothing seems any different, right? But now I'm going to go to the bottom right corner again. That's called the handle. So I'm going to grab the handle, and I'm going to click and drag it down, lift up on the mouse button, and there it is. And it filled in all the proportions for me. And if I wanted to, I could change all of these to percents or whatever, but honestly, decimals are useful, and I'm going to leave them just like they are. All right, so that is how to make a relative frequency table with Excel, making Excel do all the heavy lifting for you. And if you wanted to double check yourself, you could always, I'm going to grab the handle again, watch what I do, drag it, there we go. And what it did was it changed here. I'll show you this one. This one found the sum of this column, B2 to B7, enter. And when I dragged it over, it finds the sum of this column, C2 to C7. Cool, huh? You could just type equals sum C2 to C7, or you could go over here and click the auto sum button and press enter. That'll work too. I know. All right, now a couple other things I want to do, because of course I'm going to be submitting this to an instructor and I want to get good credit for it. So I'm going to go down here and type M and M data. Or I could type, 2.1 examples M&Ms or something like that. But I'm just going to leave it M&M. That's how I want to do it. And I'm going to go up here to the File menu, Save As, and I'm going to save it, Chapter 2, Video, Excel, and I'm going to put my name in it because if you're going to submit something to an instructor, you always want your name somewhere in the file name, right? So there we go. So Tucky is my last name. So you would put your last name, whatever, and then save. And then as I continue to work through the spreadsheet, I'll keep saving it along the way, and that way nothing will get lost, right? All right. So I'm taking my time here to show you how to set up Excel because it's a really good thing. You're going to have projects, all of you that are watching this are going to have projects in Excel. Well, at least if you're our students. If you're just some random person watching it, good for you, but students are going to have problems and projects doing it in Excel, both in the face-to-face and in the online classes. So it's a good thing to follow along and practice making Excel spreadsheets for yourself. And of course, my students, it's required that you do this. All right, I'm going to type in all those decimals we found as percents, and I'll meet you back here